Welcome to this brief overview of social investment. If following this presentation you'd like to know more about if social investment is right for you, you can get in touch with our finance experts at Phoenix Accountancy Services. So what is social investment? Social investment is repayable finance provided for charities and social enterprises. That means that it is not a grant, but it's money that the investor expects to get back, often with interest, and expects to help create positive social impact. There are three main reasons why social investment has become more important and prominent. Firstly, it recycles the money we have. Because social investment returns to the investor, it can be used again to support more social enterprises. It attracts new money. Social investment can attract money from new sources, from individuals, mainstream finance, or the private sector, and this help can add to the existing money that's available. Also, more organisations can use it. More social enterprises are trading, and trading means that income is being earned and there is a potential for money to be invested and paid back. Social investment can play a role in supporting the growth or sustainability of social enterprises. This does not mean that social investment is necessarily right for all. Not all social enterprises need to take on this sort of finance. Some may never need it and instead grow organically through their supporters. To know whether social investment is right for you, you first need to understand the return on investment on the fundraising you currently do as part of your fundraising strategy. This NCVO income spectrum tool is available in our funding toolkit and is a useful way to identify where you do and don't get your money from currently. It will also allow you to start to think about the level of risk associated with each source of income and how risk averse your organisation is. You simply start to list your funding and look at how reliant you are on it, how often you have to get it, and how risky it is. When you've done this analysis, you can start to think about how much you invest on or spend on each, generating each source of income to understand the return on that investment. As a very rough rule of thumb, an average return on investment for fundraising from the public is around £4 for every pound you spend. When you've analysed and understand the return on your fundraising investment, you can then decide whether social investment is a cost-effective option for your organisation. For example, if you're spending most of your time chasing grant funding with little success, would it be more cost-effective to take out a loan over the short term so you can use it developing your services? It may also help you in terms of whether you're looking at restricted or unrestricted funding. You can also then look at the types of social investment you may want to consider. There are two main types of social investment: borrowing or debt, and shares or equity. Borrowing is simply taking out a loan which you agree to repay over a set period of time. Most debt investments are paid back with interest, which is a fee you pay the investor for the use of their money. Equity is simply selling shares in your organisation to an investor. Equity investors receive a share of any profits paid out by the organisation and get to have a say in how the organisation is run. Here are some useful sources of reliable information on social investment and some examples of established and trusted social investors. Before considering any debt or equity release, you should always take advice from an expert, and we have a team here at Airvast who can help with that. So if you want more information, we have many other fundraising, training, webinars and resources for you to use on our website in our funding toolkit. Or please feel free to get in touch with us for free help and support from Airvast, and also for access to Phoenix Accountancy Services.